Good morning, students.
Good
Welcome to our online education. Today we are going to learn English subject. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
So let's introduce myself. My name is Charushila Nitin Zanke from MPS Dharavi Kalakilla. So before starting, let's move for good thought. What is today's good thought? Without your involvement, you can't succeed. Yes,
Let
without your involvement, you can't succeed. With your involvement, you can't fail.
you
So this is one of the good thoughts said by uh, respected Abdul Kalam sir. He was an first education minister. Okay, so without your involvement, you can't succeed. Means whenever if you want to get succeed, okay, if you want to get succeed in your any studies or anything, that time you have to give your 100% involvement. You have to work hard on it, you have to do struggle on it, okay. But without your involvement, if you are not taking care of, if you are not doing hard work, then what will happen? If you're not doing hard work, if you're not studying on that, then you can't succeed. Obviously, you will be fail, you will be unsuccessful. But if you're giving your 100% involvement, you're doing hard work, you're doing struggle. Ki Baba, what is this? Why I can't read? Why I can't study? In anything, I'm just giving an example. Okay, so if you're giving your 100% involvement, that time you are successful. That time you will come to know if what is lacking in me, what should I do, where I should do struggle, what hard work should I do. For example, if you're unable to read, you are not able to read properly fluently, then you have to read every day, every one passage at least you have to read 100 times, and then you will understand if where I am lacking, where I'm not able to read, what is lacking in me, where I'm making mistakes, where simple, silly mistakes I'm doing while reading. Okay, children. So without your involvement, you can't succeed. You have to give 100%, and with your involvement, you can't fail. Means if you are giving your 100%, then definitely you are not going to fail. You are going to pass. So this was our good thought. Let's move forward. So today we are going to learn Unit 3, Lesson number 20, that is poem Only One Mother, and it has been written by George Cooper. Okay, Only One Mother. This title tells us that today we are going to learn about our mother, about our mama, that we are going to learn. Now let's see what is the poem. So, before starting our poem, we will just see about the author who has written this poem. George Cooper was an American poet remembered chiefly for his songs, lyrics, many set to music by Stephen Foster. He translated the lyrics of German, Russian, Italian, Spanish, and French musical works into singable English. Means this George Cooper, he was an American poet and he has translated many poems, many songs in English, German, Russian, Italian, Spanish, and French. This all languages poem he has songs he has translated into English. His date of birth was 4 May 1840, New York in United States, and he died in 1927. And his nationality was American. Books, the chaplet of original hymns and songs. This all books he has written. Christmas and Easter carols, concerned exercises for Sunday schools, and short opening pieces and chants for church, choice, etc. This all books has been written by the author George Cooper. So from starting only he was a poet and he has translated many languages, many other languages, songs and poems in English. Now let's see, move forward. Uh, we will first study in short the summary of the poem. The poem is written by George Cooper. It is a very beautiful poem which tells us that mothers cannot be replaced by anything in this entire world. Yes, students, wherever, if we are having mother, yes, we are having mother, and we cannot replace anyone in our mother place. She is very much important to us. There are many things we could see in this world. Yes, there are many things, a lot things. For example, hundreds of stars are there in the sky, hundreds of shells on the shore, hundreds of birds that go singing by, hundreds of dewdrops greet the Lord, hundreds of butterflies on the lawn. But there is only one mother, and one and only one mother who is taking care of us, who is loving us, and yes, she is always struggling for us from we are taking birth till we are there, till she is there. She takes care of us. Okay. But among all these things, for a child, there is only one mother in this whole world who gives abundant love and care. Since her love and care we can't explain, we can't measure, or we can't explain in our words. Okay, children, her love, it has no limit. It has no limit for her love. So let's see in the poem. Before starting, I will just recite the poem. Just pay attention. Only one mother, hundreds of stars in the pretty sky, hundreds of shells on the shore together, hundreds of birds that go singing by, hundreds of lamps in the sunny weather, hundreds of dewdrops to greet the dawn, hundreds of bees in the purple clover, hundreds of butterflies on the lawn, but only one mother the wide world over. Yes, in this while reciting also, we just feel the love of our mother, that how much she loves us, how much important is our mother to us. We should always respect our mother. Okay, children? Now, one by one stanza we will just see. Now, in this picture, you can see there are hundreds of stars in the pretty sky. Yes, children, can you count the stars? No, you can't
No,
count the stars because there are hundreds of stars in the pretty sky. In this picture also, you can see that there is night time and there are many stars shining in the sky. Yes, and we can't count that stars. Hundreds of shells on the shore together. Now the shells, you know now there are pearls in that shell. Yes, there are pearls in that shells, and we can find many hundreds of shells on the shore together. Means beside the lake, beside the river, we can see there are many shells. We can't count that shells also because there are hundreds of shells. In the picture itself, you can see that how many shells are over there. We can't count that shells. So there are many means many, hundreds of shells on the shore together. Likewise, hundreds of birds that go singing by. Means in the sky you can see there are many birds. There are hundreds of birds. We can't count them. Okay? And they just go singing by. Likewise, there are hundreds of lamps in the sunny weather. Means in the sunny weather, we can see hundreds of lamps. There are many lamps. Lamps are the baby sheep. Okay, the baby of sheep is known as lamb. So there are hundreds of lambs in the sunny weather. In the picture itself, you can see. We can't count. Yes. Then hundreds of dewdrops to greet the dawn. Dewdrops means what? Small drops of water. Okay, a single drop of water is known as dewdrop. Now, what is the meaning of dewdrop? Drops of water formed from the moisture in the air which settle on the leaves and plants early in the morning. When, especially in the winter time, in the winter season and the rainy season, you found these dewdrops. Whenever early in the morning, when you go for walk, or you just go down, and that time if you see the leaves or the plant, that are slightly, they are wet. Why they are wet? Because there are small dewdrops on that leaves. You can see in the picture also. That is dewdrops. The small drops of water formed from the moisture, because due to the climate, due to the weather, it is cold, that dewdrops are formed in the air only. Naturally it forms, and which settle on the leaves, and it settle down in the leaves, in the corner of the leaves, and we can find that dewdrops early in the morning. Okay, children, that is dewdrop. Now what is dawn? The time immediately before sunrise, means it's just a time immediately when sun is going to be rise. Before rising, that small time is known as the dawn. So hundred of dewdrops to greet the dawn. To greet means to welcome. When the teacher, for example, when the teacher comes in the class, that time you all students stand up and you greet your teacher, na? For example, good morning teacher or good afternoon teacher. That is known as greeting, means to welcome. So what these dewdrops are doing over here, they're greeting the dawn, means they're greeting the sunrise. The day is going to be happen now, now a new day is going to rise up. So these dewdrops are greeting that dawn, that good morning. So when we get up in the morning at home also, we greet everyone that good morning mummy, good morning papa, and we have to greet. If you are not greeting, so from tomorrow onwards, you start greeting your parents, your teachers, your friends also. Okay, that is one of the good habit to greet. Okay, children. So what these dewdrops are doing? These dewdrops are also greeting the dawn, means they are greeting the sunrise. They are greeting a new day, that day is going to be good for us. When we greet, children, I will explain over here that when we greet someone, we say that this day is going to be happy. This day is going to be good. So every time, whenever I explain, I give you a positive good thought. Okay, children. So every time we should be positive that this day is going to be good to me. Today something is happening good to me, good in my life, good in my studies. If you say like this every time positive, then see, every time positiveness will only come over you. Okay, every time you have to be positive and you have to be happy. Now let's see next, hundreds of bees in the purple clover. Okay, now what is this purple clover? A plant of the pea family having three lobed leaves. The flowers grow in clusters. Now this purple clover is a name of the plant which is giving purple flowers. Okay, so this is the plant that gives purple flower and hundreds of bees. Now which bees? Honey bees. With that honeybee that collect the juice, that collect the honey from the flower, and that is the purple clover. Most of the honey, most of the juice, sweet honey we found in this purple clover. That's why the author or the poet, that he is telling that there are hundreds of bees in the purple clover. And that purple clover is a plant which gives much honey and which is sweeter and purple in the color. Okay, hundreds of butterflies on the lawn, means now see, there are hundreds of butterflies. Even if you see in the forest or in the garden, sometimes there are many butterflies. Now let's see what is lawn. Lawn, an area of short, regularly grown grass, especially near the house or park. What is lawn? A lawn is an area of short, regularly grown grass. Means wherever grass is growing regularly, but it has been short, not much big also. An area that where regularly the grasses are grown short, and it is that area is especially near the house or the park, or even if you can see in the garden also, that there are short grasses growing regularly. that short grasses growing regularly, there only you can find the butterflies and hundreds of butterflies, and that area is known as lawn. That's why the poet is saying that hundreds of butterflies on the lawn, but only one mother the wide world over. Means there is only a one mother, because our mother is only one in the world wide over. Means in this world, in this country, or in this whole world, you can see, or in this whole universe, you can find only one mother who take care of us, who loves us, and we can't explain in our words that how much she loves. Okay, her love is limitless to us. So we can't every time measure how much she loves us, how much she takes care of us. Even if she is scolding us, that is also one part of the love that she shows to us. Okay, so that is also one of the love, one of the part of love. If she, that she is caring, even if she is scolding that don't go here, don't play now, but she is having concern in her mind about us. But the way of showing of every mother is different. Every mother, the way of showing the love of every mother is depend upon her. But even you think that no, my mother doesn't love me, no, that is false. That is not true. Your mother loves you, but sometimes she shows you, sometimes she don't. That depends upon her. But I want to tell you that only one thing, that always respect your mother, always listen to your mother, and please children, never give bad answers to your mother, because she has done very much struggle for you. Very much struggle she has taken for you. Okay, children. Now, once again, we will just recite this poem. Once again, I will only recite, you just listen. Only one mother, hundreds of stars in the pretty sky, hundreds of shells on the shore together, hundreds of birds that go singing by, hundreds of lambs in the sunny weather, hundreds of dewdrops to greet the dawn, hundreds of bees in the purple clover, hundreds of butterflies on the lawn, but only one mother the wide world over. This poem, children, itself it says that you have to respect our mother. Yes, hundreds of stars in the pretty sky, hundreds of shells on the shore together, hundreds of birds that go singing by, hundreds of lambs in the sunny weather, hundreds of dewdrops to greet the dawn, hundreds of bees in the purple clover, hundreds of butterflies on the lawn, but only one mother, the wide world over. So, children, I hope you have understood the poem. Now, let's move forward. So, this is the extract, and you have to answer. Read the extract and answer the following questions from the textbook Hundreds Till Sunny Weather. From that stanza only, these questions have been asked. What do you find on the shore? Answer is, we find hundreds of shells on the shore. The second question, when can we see hundreds of lambs? Answer, we can see hundreds of lambs when the weather is sunny. Now let's question number 3. When can we find hundreds of stars? We can find hundreds of stars in the pretty sky. Question number 4. What can one find on the shore? One can find hundreds of shells on the shore. You can take a screenshot of this, children. Now, this is the next extract, that only, but the question number 5. When do we see hundreds of lambs? We see hundreds of lamps in the sunny weather. Means in when the weather is sunny, that time only we can see hundreds of lamps. Yes, question number 6. Pick out two rhyming words from the extract. Answer is together, weather, sky, by. Question number 7. Which word in the extract stands for plentiful? Answer. The word hundred stands for plentiful. Plentiful means many a time. In this extract, okay, in this poem, the what is that one word that we have seen many times? We have seen or we have recited over many times. So that word is hundred and plentiful means many times. Okay. So just we will evaluate. Where do you see stars? Anyone? Anyone children? Where we see stars? Options are there. Sky, pond, lake,
Sky.
water.
Sky.
Yes, very good. Sky. Where are shells found? Basket, sky, beach, shore.
Shore.
Where shore. Very good. Hundreds of shells on the shore. What are the birds doing? They are bathing, singing, dancing, playing. Very good. Hundreds of birds that are singing. Very good. Who is the worldwide ever?
Mother.
Mother. See children, mother is only the worldwide ever. She is only the one person who takes care of you and she loves. Others also in your family love you. But you can't compare your mother's love to others. Okay. In other members of other family members also love you. They also take care of you. But the mother's love is different. Okay, her ways of showing the love is also different. You can't explain it. Okay, children.
Yes.
So when do you see the dewdrops? Dark butterflies, green dawn.
Green.
When do you see the dewdrops? There are some dewdrops that greet. To whom they greet? The time before the sunrise. What is the meaning? I have told you that word. The time before, exactly the time before the sunrise. That is dawn. Okay. The dewdrops greet the dawn. Yes, children. When do you see the dewdrops? We see the dewdrops on the dawn. The dawn is the time exactly before the sunrise. Okay, children?
Yes.
Now match the pairs. Hundreds of animals. Where you see hundreds of animals?
In the zoo. In the zoo.
In the zoo. Very good. Hundreds of flowers. Where you see?
In the garden.
In the garden. Very good. Hundreds of children.
In the school.
In the school. Hundreds of pictures.
On the road. Street.
On the street. Very good. So hundreds of animals we see in the zoo. Hundreds of flowers we see in the garden. Hundreds of children we see in the school. And hundreds of pictures on the street, means on the road. Okay. So these are some new words that you have seen in this poem. First one is pretty. First one is pretty. Okay. Second one, show.
Sure.
Yes. Third one, together. Fourth one, singing. Fifth one, weather. Okay. Sixth one, clothes. Clothes. Seventh one, dog. And last but not least, George Cooper.
George Cooper.
Yes, this is the poet. This is the author of the poem. Children, you can take the screenshot of these new words and you can read and write in your notebook for 2 times. Okay, so just take a screenshot of this.
Teacher, I taken.
Yes, everyone, or if you don't know, tell your parents to take the screenshot. Okay, Now, some interesting home assignment today I'm going to give you. Prepare a beautiful greeting card to your mother, expressing how much you love her. So, what we have to do here? Can anyone tell me what you have to do over here? You have to prepare an greeting card. What you have to prepare?
Greeting card.
Greeting card. And that greeting card, you are not going to take anyone's help. Okay, children? You don't take anyone's help. How you know, you just prepare a greeting card that expressing that you love your mother. You love your mother. How much you care for her. How much you miss. I know that is difficult. That showing your love towards your mother on single paper on greeting card. But then also every day early in the morning she get up in the morning. Every time she gave you breakfast, she gave you dinner, lunch, she prepare food, whatever you like. Then what you have to do? Then you have to just prepare a beautiful greeting card, and that beautiful greeting card you have to give to your mother. You have to present to your mother, saying that Mama, thank you, and I love you. Understood, children? You can take help of the YouTube images, YouTube videos, but you just prepare by your hand, your own hands. Don't tell any other to prepare. Okay, children? So next time when I will come, I will see that greeting card. I will tell you to show the greeting card, children. Okay? So last, mother's love is peace. This is one important thing I am going to share with you all. Mother's love is peace. It need not be acquired. It need not be deserved. So the meaning of this is, children, that whenever whenever we get our mother's love, we feel peace, silence. Okay, if you are not having our mother's love, then we are not silent. For every time we just think we are not comfortable in that. Okay, children. But when we are
Yes.
having our mother's love, we are having peace in our mind. We are having peace that yes, Mama is loving me. Mama has prepared this food for me. So it need not be acquired, children. It need not be deserved. Means we cannot just fight and take. We can purchase everything, children, by our money. By money, we can purchase everything, but our mother's love we cannot purchase. Okay, children? So
Yes.
there is, we should get love. We should have love to get our mother's love. So that thing comes on that person only who is deserving it. So children, one request is that you never give back answers to your mother. You never do like, Mummy, I don't want to do this. Mummy, I'm not going to do that. You just listen your mother's work. Be helpful, be care and kind. You do your mother's respect, and every time you have to listen to your mother and don't give back answers. Okay, children? I hope you have understood this
Miss.
poem.
Yes.
Okay?
Bye, Miss.
Thank you.